Okay, welcome back to Vinyl Yap. For the week that's in it, the massive return of Oasis after 16 years away. We're going to break down Definitely Maybe. And I think we're going to try do an Oasis album every week.
Yeah.
Get through the whole catalogue. It's going to get interesting when we get onto the back half. For me, Definitely Maybe, it's probably my favourite album of all time. Holds massive amount of memories. What about yourself?
You put it into, I can't say anything more myself. It's probably my favourite album of all time. Definitely top three anyway, but Definitely Maybe top three, but it's up there. So good, iconic.
Look, we're just going to kick straight into Rock and Roll Star and we're going to go from there. Guitar and the bass hit and then beats into the drums is so iconic.
The days may be just too fast for me. I need some time in the sunshine.
Such an iconic voice.
Yeah,
Such an iconic
oh,
voice.
especially back, like his voice from back then.
Unreal.
I remember watching the videos, like I have the dev work like recording as well and watching the videos of the gigs from back then.
Yeah, doesn't compare to now, but now doesn't compare to that.
Yeah, but then when you watch the videos of like the mid-2000s,
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
yeah, Rock and Roll Star, just
The iconic opener of an album, in my opinion. It's just loud, it's out there. Basically Liam singing about being the man, and Noel wrote it, but without either one of them, Oasis wouldn't have been a thing. It's just fucking iconic, yeah.
I know, for a statement of intent as well, like for your debut album to come out and say you're a rock and roll star.
Yeah, there was an overnight success with Oasis. They just blew up out of nowhere, to be fair. I know they were kind of doing underground things, but once they played Glastonbury then in '94 on that stage, they just blew up after that. Like,
Yeah, I remember I was listening to Noel in the interview and he was saying they'd only played maybe 20 gigs by the time that they were signed. Alan McGee signed them for Creation Records, and from there they went on to record. There's actually an interesting story behind the recording. So they went to Monnow Valley and then the Sawmills Studio. They recorded the album and it sounded dreadful. And they were nearly kind of fed up with it. They were like just giving up. They're like, just release it the way it is.
yeah,
And Johnny Marr from Smiths put them in contact with Owen Morris, and he did one rough mix, and he just absolutely, I think with all the sliders, just pushed them forward.
Yeah.
Made it sound how it sounded live. And
I've just noticed you have a floor.
yeah, no, I might turn that around. I love this mug. There was no Oasis ones when I went to the shop for it. Right, we're going to go straight into Shake and Wreck It. Sifter in the song. It's apparently the vinyl shop where he went and bought records.
Yeah, I remember
Sifters.
reading up on that. I wonder if it's still there.
I'd say because of something like this, it's definitely been preserved in a way.
Yeah, probably.
You've probably fans going to take photos with it.
Yeah.
See as well, you have people going to like recreate like album covers.
Beatles is the most
That's,
iconic one, isn't
that's
it?
insane. We do that when we go up to London.
Oh yeah, sure. I saw you can over in the pop-up shop in Manchester. You can
Definitely maybe.
do the Definitely Maybe one, yeah.
Yeah, Shaker Maker. Your thoughts?
Yeah, it's definitely one of the most underrated songs on the album for me. It's up there for me. I love that tune. It's long, it's bold. It's as you were saying, it's a bit random. Like some of the lyrics going through it. Break it down when you said about going to the vinyl shop and Mr. Sifters and things like that. It all makes sense. But yeah, it is a bit random. The lyrics are quite.
Yeah, well, that's what basically all these songs Definitely Maybe. I know you said no wrote them, but he's a lot of these songs were written even before the time of Oasis. He just had a massive catalogue of songs written at that time. Because so before it was Oasis, there were a band called The Rain, which is Liam, Bonehead, Guigsy, Tony McCarroll, and then Noel joined, being a roadie for Inspiral Carpets, and he just had this catalogue of songs written, and that's why a lot of them are. The whole album is essentially them talking about aspiring to be rock and roll stars and going to be the biggest band in the world.
Yeah.
Massive Delete, like Oasis connection there in Delete.
Yeah, Liam and Noel's dad is from Delete. No, they don't speak, but it's just mad to think. We went to see Liam in 2019 and one of the lads, Hitler, had a fucking tricolour with Delete on it, and Liam looks down, points down, and goes, "Oh, Delete, yeah. Used to go to Big Tom's Boozer as a kid. It was probably the best moment of my life. Shows how sad my life is, but that was just unbelievable."
Yeah, no, to have that connection is insane. You were talking about the album cover as well. I remember looking, I've actually jigsaw, which I've never built. It's like a 1,000-piece jigsaw.
Yeah,
Someone got me for Christmas. Yeah. I've only gotten the edges, but on the album cover, they're all City fans, but Bonehead kind of picture George Best on it.
Class.
Okay, so we're going to go on to probably one of the most well-known songs, and it's not just my favourite song, like Oasis song. It's my favourite song of all time.
The drum intro is so simple but so iconic at the same time, isn't it?
But that's the thing, all of Definitely Maybe, no, it's like it is simple.
That's very simple, yeah.
Like chord progression, like the drums, same chords. There's nothing really complex. It's not layered.
They get a bit of stick for that, to be fair, with the chords, but still fast.
I mean, it works. Like a 99 is simple. It's still great.
So random.
This song as well with the Adidas ad, him and Noel, like coming back together, gonna live forever. It's
goosebumps.
It's one of the songs as well where I've like gone and looked at different versions of it. I've listened to acoustic versions, listened to demo versions of it.
Yeah, and then now you have Noel singing it, Liam singing it.
I mean, one of the best versions actually is after the attacks in Manchester. Remember for Ariana Grande's concert? Yeah, the United One Love concert. Liam came out and sang Live Forever, and it was only the time his comeback.
That was Randy's comeback, yeah.
Yeah, and like the kind of the lyrics resonate in that situation as well.
Yeah, they definitely matured a bit with age, the Gallagher brothers.
So what do you think brought them back for the reunion? Was it that maturity, or was it the
moolah? I don't care.
Jerry
Probably is the money, but I don't care. I really don't care. Once they're on the stage come Friday, I don't care.
Yeah.
Twitter's going to explode. Like, Twitter is just going to fucking explode on Friday. Videos all over the shop.
Yeah, Live Forever.
It's your favourite song of all time. I'll let you speak about it.
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, my favourite song. And Noel said it's not directly a retort, but it was written after Kurt Cobain and Nirvana did a song "I Hate Myself and I Want to Die." And he was like, that's not really the message probably sending to like kids, especially like in Manchester. So they wrote "Live Forever," and they were saying at the time as well, like they didn't have any money, like they were on the come up, and he still was like waking up in the morning is the best thing.
Yeah, it's a good outlook, definitely. But
yeah.
There's not much you can say about this song. It is just iconic. The simple drum intro, as you were saying, the whole kind of
music video as well, kind of foreshadowing the music video. They buried Tony McCarroll.
Alright, I didn't know.
And I mean, he's gone after this album. They replace him with Alan White. Adam McGee, the head creation director, he said when he heard this for the first time, it was just like the greatest thing he'd ever heard. Okay, so we're going to move on to Up in the Sky. Liam back then as well, be able to hit those high notes.
Yeah,
high notes.
He lets the backing singers do it now. On first day in Manchester, I'm just hoping there's not going to be a fucking Paris attack or something. Manchester's notorious for a Paris attack.
Yeah, with the Ariana Grande concert.
There's more than that as well, I think. 80,000 fucking degenerates in the field. Couldn't tell you. I've said this, if I see Oasis, I'll be happy enough to die after. If I don't die within the next 2 weeks, I'll be happy. But if I don't die over in London.
Okay, Up in the Sky, one of the lesser known songs off the album.
Yeah, I love it as well though.
Do you remember who got you into Oasis?
I would have just been listening to it around the house. Like, my mum's a massive Blur fan, but she's also a massive Oasis fan, and my dad as well. Everyone in my family is just a big Oasis fan.
Yeah, I'm not the opposite. no one in my family was into Oasis, and it was off a burnt like CD that just had random songs. You know, there was Nirvana on that. There was like one song from Nirvana, one from REM, one from Radiohead, and it was Live Forever. Yeah, that was on that CD. It was like the third track of the CD. And I remember just playing that over and over again. And yeah, from that, it kind of introduced me to a lot of music.
He had decent taste to listen to what he had on there.
He did, yeah. It was just a burned, like a big red marker written on it.
Yeah. I remember that mixtape kind of things, yeah.
But yeah, so we're going to go in now to Colombia.
The use of the two guitars are powerful.
Yeah, speaking of jerseys, it's a bit controversial to wear a United jersey for an Oasis one.
To be honest, I wasn't even thinking.
City fans.
I wasn't even thinking, but I'm not going to be one of them fucking losers that goes over wearing a United jersey trying to get a bit of attention. I remember going to see Blur and Malahide and people were rocking around in the Oasis tops. I was like, I think they're cool, top. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're paying their money to go and see Oasis or to see Blur.
I do like the definitely maybe though, you know, the City jersey. I saw a guy wearing that yesterday when I was walking through town.
Blasphemy. The new Oasis merch is unbelievable, and there's a light blue one that it's kind of obviously pays homage to City, but I think I might snap it up if I know either that or the black one. But
I know, yeah. I went up to the website, they sold out straight away. Do you remember when the announcement came out though?
Yes.
I remember there was rumours that day, I being like, they're back, and I was like, you hear these rumours every couple of years.
I remember this because it was a Reading and Leeds or something that was on at the time, and Blossoms had just finished. And just after Blossoms finished, it was the iconic like silhouette thing that came that came out with the 16th of the 9th, whatever, for a thing, and then it just came all out. And I remember Cormac Dunn. I was in the cross straight up to Cormac Dunn, and Cormac Dunn tells me he will never forget the moment that he found out that Oasis were getting back together. I'll never forget either. So that's one thing that we'll never forget. Yeah, I've never gone up to him.
So I remember early that day there was rumours. And I was like, I didn't believe it because I was like. And then once the Blossom again, and that came up.
Yeah, that was.
And then like an hour later, I think Liam and Noel both shared it on their stories.
Yeah.
And I think I called you as well.
I think they shared that at 12 o'clock maybe.
Yeah, and I remember calling you and just being like, what is happening?
And then it was just stressed trying to get tickets.
Oh, everyone was on it trying to get tickets in. We won't comment on they don't have a pricing that they set, but.
No, but we didn't pay for fuck off.
No, but still, I know a lot. Okay, moving on now to Supersonic.
The iconic drum intro.
Or is this their kind of rough mix of it?
Yeah.
I need to be myself. I can't be no one else.
And slide on the bass as well.
You need to find out, 'cause no one's gonna tell you what I'm on about. You need to find a way for what you wanna say. But before tomorrow, this my friend said to take you home.
Yeah, Supersonic. I think if there was a song that kind of epitomised Oasis at this time as well, that's probably it's rough and it's raw, but
iconic.
Yeah, they actually as well. Nolly wrote this in like half an hour.
I never knew that.
They were in the studio. I think they were trying to do Slide Away or something. It wasn't really working, and he said they just gone out for Chinese. Sat down, wrote Supersonic in 30 minutes. They recorded it that night, and he said the version that's on the album is the recording from that night. It was just everything just lined up and worked together.
They were just trying to bang out the album and get it out, like, or they just came with this, happy enough with them, threw it onto the album, like.
Yeah, I think they recorded the album in like 2 weeks or something. But yeah, Supersonic, I think it was their first single as well. Yeah, music video as well, just kind of introduced some Liam singing this in black and white. It's phenomenal. Okay, going on now to Bring It On Down. '90s. Just
so fresh, but like the way that he sings, it was never going to preserve. He needed that break,
yeah,
after BDI, and then to come back on his own. And now it seems his voice is getting better by the year. Definitely.
probably taking more care of himself as well.
Yeah, not drinking, things like that. Definitely. Living a Zen lifestyle.
Yeah, the sliders on this as well. The drums. Bring it on down.
Yeah, I think that's the most underrated track on the album. One that I had never seen Liam sing live until obviously he done that Definitely Maybe tour, and it was deadly to hear that live. It's one of my favourite tracks on the album. Like, it's up there for me, definitely.
Yeah, and again, as we're talking about, like, just the rawness of his voice back then in the 90s.
Yeah, it's another one that's up there. It's quick paced, it's fast, using the whole band, raw, iconic voice. Too good.
Yeah,
too good.
So authentic. And that same vibe, we're kind of bringing it now to Cigarettes and Alcohol.
Is it my imagination, or have I finally found something worth living for? You gotta make it happen. You gotta make it happen.
I'm one of them, so I don't mind.
Cigarettes, Alcohol, another iconic Oasis track, and kind of epitomising what it was to be like 19, 20.
A lot of people would probably rate that as one of their top Oasis songs as well, and
You're going to see that as well. We're going to do a song draft, like kind of a World Cup bracket for Oasis songs. Going to see how far I can make it.
I'll try not to be as controversial as I was the last time we done something like
Do you
this.
think if this was released today, it'd be swap out cigarettes for vapes?
Nah, not a rock star. I wouldn't be singing about vapes, blueberry
Vapes and
raz,
lattes.
blueberry raz, matcha
Matcha lattes.
matcha lattes.
Okay, moving on now to Guigsy's Dinner.
Lasagna.
I'll keep you strong as a tree. Very wise. Oh no, no. What a life you would be if you could come to mine but see. I'll pick you up at 3:30. We'll have
Don't think this will make the track list for Oasis now next week.
No, probably not. That's a good tune though, I like
That
it.
is, yeah.
I say that with all of them. There's no
Yeah,
like
nothing
this
I
is
would
bad.
rate on this album. It all fits in so well.
But it's going to get interesting now when we do get on to Standing on the Shoulders of Giants.
Yeah, I think that's a good album. There's a few good tracks on it.
Yeah, try to make lasagna.
Lasagna, no, but I heard it's the easiest thing to make out there. Like, I do love
Put
lasagna.
down a
Like,
ham and cheese toasty, is it? For easy to make?
no, I heard it's very
I'm
easy
telling
to
my man
make.
now, be like, why is this going together?
No, apparently it is really easy to make, but I love lasagna, yeah. But great tune, another great tune. Obviously not one of the most iconic, but it just fits in well. It fits in well with the whole stature of the album, and good tune.
Yeah, and it kind of lets the others in the band, maybe the likes of Bonehead
Yeah,
and Guigsy, kind of shine a bit more.
yeah, it does, definitely.
Where, you know, the lyrics, like I think on songs like Live Forever, in the future, like Don't Look Back and Anger Yourself, focus on the lyrics you're not thinking about.
Yeah.
Then, whereas it lets kind of the other members of the band shine. But, I mean, speaking of iconic, we're moving on to greatest love song of all time. Slug Away.
It's too good.
Yeah.
My today, fairy from the top. I dream of you and all the things now that you're mine. We'll find a way.
First kind of love song, definitely on the album, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let me be the one.
know Half the World Away with the Royal Family theme tune.
Yeah, what's your
No.
So good.
I'm a nationalist, I wouldn't watch it like that.
Oh man, the Royal Family. It's not a bit like the Royal Family.
No, I know, it's fucking like comedy, isn't it?
Class.
My granny and granddad all love that.
Good, man.
It's hard to watch things from back then.
Only
Father
Fools
Ted's probably
and
young,
Horses.
and that's not even that
Do
old.
you watch Only Fools and Horses?
Nah.
So good. That's one of my favourite shows. I like a lot of those old like UK shows. Yeah, the guitar there. I presume that's probably Bonehead on. Or no?
Oh, I'd say it's no. I'd say it's no.
Yeah, Slide Away.
The greatest Oasis song of all time.
Not the greatest love song of all time.
It is the greatest love song of all time. Well, maybe Sinead O'Connor. Nothing compared to you would be up there
Yeah.
as well.
So that was covered last night, or Dua Lipa covered that actually.
Saw that, I heard she done it justice, but no, Slide Away. All I can say is it's my favourite Oasis song of all time. The way Noel comes in with the backing vocals, the guitar, don't know, unbelievable. So good.
Yeah. Like
The
glad
best.
to be done. Yeah, it was written at the time about Noel's relationship with his girlfriend at the time.
Yeah.
Louise, and kind of their breakup. He said he wrote as well on the guitar Johnny Marr sent him. I didn't realise the amount of like interconnections with Johnny Marr and Oasis.
Yeah.
I know like they're probably both from the same area and everything, but
That was a great episode of the Overlap.
yeah, really, really like Johnny Marr. But yeah, written about his relationship at the time, and yeah, if you're going through a breakup and listen to this now, I think you get the tissues ready.
Definitely.
Okay, and what concludes the album now, Married with Children.
There's no need for you to say you're sorry.
Kind of similar to Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care no more, so don't you, friends. Your music's shite, it keeps me up all night.
That quote, well, your music shite, keeps me up all night. Apparently that's what Noel's girlfriend at the time was saying to us. Being like when she was trying to sleep and all, he was just playing music.
I'd say she regrets that.
And their relationship was on the rocks.
I don't care no more, so
That was B-sides. Got that as well. We got that on it.
A bit more of a mellow finish now with Married with Children.
Yeah, I said an iconic opener with Rock and Roll Star. It wouldn't be really an iconic.
I probably would have tried to close it with Slide Away.
Yeah. Slide Away builds up. That's just mellow throughout. Slide Away builds up and then it mellows down and it finishes. Could have ended with that, but probably my least favourite.
Yeah. But when you talk, like, the one insane thing about this and What's Story More Than Glory is the collection of B-sides.
Yeah.
Like, just on this album alone, you have Sad Song, Fade Away, Cloudburst, and Half the World Away, the theme song for the Royal Family. Like, those songs that I was going to say they could make their own album, they did. Oasis released a compilation album called The Master Plan in 99.
Yeah.
Mainly because I think they were struggling to come up with songs. They're like, will we go back?
Yeah,
all
yeah,
those good ones from back then.
Yeah.
And release it. But yeah, the collection of the B-sides on this alone.
A lot of people rate the B-sides from Oasis as high as tunes
Yeah,
that they
like
put
for
on
me,
the
I
albums originally.
absolutely love Fade Away and Sad Song. I think they're like phenomenal songs.
Yeah, class.
I know you like Cloudburst and I think you want to be a spaceman as well.
Yeah.
For me, definitely maybe, as I said, contains my favourite song, my favourite band of all time, and it's my favourite album. Especially I think at the time, I remember the first time we were going to see Liam Gallagher, like what, we were like 19, 20. You know, what they talk about on the song is very similar to your emotions at that age. And then when you listen back, songs like Slide Away and that you can resonate with as well.
10 out of 10. I'm just giving it a 10 out of 10.
Yes,
It's the
yeah.
first time dropping a 10 out of 10, but I have to. It's probably cliche, but I don't even care. It's top 3 album of all time. I probably only give 3 albums a 10, and that's one of them.
Yeah. So I said, look, Ginny, we're going to keep going with the Oasis albums. We're going to try and knock out one each week.
Yeah.
And keep a lookout for the Oasis song bracket that we're going to do. Thanks for listening.